good. Excellent. Let me see if I can share that with everyone. Okay, let's see. Here's the link.
There's the green line, Danny, and here's the intro.
All right.
Hey, this is Michaela, and you're listening to Dan Lupinski on the Dan Lupinski radio program.
Welcome, everybody, to the Dan Lupinski Internet Radio Show. I am Dan Lupinski, episode number 37. And, hey, happy Election Day here in Chicago. Did you guys go out and vote? I did, early this morning. So, my guest today is Jon Mack, actor, director, and composer. Jon, say hello to everybody.
Hello, how are you today?
Very good.
Excellent.
Very good. What's the weather like there today?
Oh, it's actually, let's see, we've had rain on and off, but I think it's pretty nice out today again. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good day throughout. We've been lucky.
Yeah, we're about 59 degrees here today.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
It's nice in the sun.
We're supposed to have some nasty storms come later on tonight, but it's nice.
Oh, Chicago's such a great city.
Yeah,
I love it.
It is. So, Jon, now talk about yourself. Now, you grew up in a farm in Rochester, which is in Michigan, right?
Yes, that's right. I did.
Near Detroit, Michigan.
Yep, about 40 miles outside of Detroit. So there was a lot of farmland there, and I grew up in a very, I want to say small town, actually, a really small town, about 10,000 people. So
you grew up with your grandparents?
Yes.
Yeah. Were they? Did they have any influence into entertainment in the theater?
Well, it's interesting. My grandparents did not. They were just, they were literally farmers from Poland. But my mother, who was teaching at the time when I was spending time on the farm with my grandparents, was a theater director and an actress. And really, she was pretty instrumental in shaping me at a very young age, teaching me the love of theater, the love of acting, the love of plays and all of that. So I'd say she was probably the main influence with the acting stuff.
Were you born in Poland or were you born here?
I was born in the States.
Okay.
I was born in the States. But yeah, I grew up with a pretty old school Polish family that spoke no English for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my last name is Polish, but
yes, it is. Yeah, I noticed.
Even going through grammar school, they wanted me to take the Polish language, but it never really stuck.
Yeah. It's tough. It's a tough language, actually. That's one of the harder ones, from my understanding. It's not Latin based. It's not as intuitive as some of the other languages. So Polish is very tricky.
Okay. Now you started. You started. You were acting at a pretty young age of 5, haven't you?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I started in doing musical theater and theater. My mom like I said, she was putting on plays. She did college level. She did high school. She did community. She did all kinds of stuff. So they always needed a little kid for the play. So I was put on stage, very young, and always was around older kids. And it was such a part of my childhood doing theater, because she was so passionate about it. So it was, I guess, a natural progression for me to, keep going with the acting.
That's pretty cool. Now you started going to acting school like about age 17?
Yes. I went to Tisch at NYU, and I was studying at NYU there in both experimental theater and Strasberg Institute. So I had both traditional training and, kind of out of the box training, which is very cool. But yeah, I did a lot of training in New York, and then when I moved to LA after, leaving school or finishing school there, I trained a lot here too with different coaches and all kinds of different stuff, from comedy to improv to, scene study and whatnot. So pretty across the board.
Okay. Now, what was the first production that you were in? You want to talk about that?
Oh, sure. What you mean, when I was a little girl?
Yeah.
Oh, it was the first play I was in was called The Homecoming, and it was based on an old series in the 70s of the Waltons. I'm sure everybody might know about that.
Oh yeah, the Waltons. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
it was based on the characters from that show. It was a play, and that was my first play. Right. Exactly.
Now, you did some modeling too along the way, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Both in New York and when I came to LA. It was never my main thing, but I definitely, I definitely spent time modeling and, made some side money doing that. But my main interests were always film and music. But yeah, modeling is fun too, definitely.
Now the film that started out your career was in introducing Dorothy Dandridge in 1999. What was it like working with Halle Berry and Brent Spiner?
Oh, great! Oh my gosh, that was an amazing job, because it was literally one of my very first jobs in LA, and Halle was just on her way up, at that point, and so it was really cool. I got to work with Martha Coolidge too, who is an amazing director, who directed that among many other films. So that was incredible. Brent Spiner, very wonderful character actor. Very gracious. He was amazing, and Halle was cool. I mean, she was interesting. Really cool girl.
Okay.
So I had a good time. I was really young, and I was just happy to be there. It was a wonderful experience, and I got to play a very cool character. I got to play Ava Gardner, which to me, she's legendary.
Yeah.
Legendary. So she's very ahead of her time. So it was an honor and a big compliment to be cast to play such a cool character. And
I watched that movie. It was pretty well
nice.
put together.
Absolutely. Yeah. HBO usually does a good job.
Yeah. Now you're best known as a junkie named Jane in the 6th installment of the Saw franchise.
Yeah. Yes. Are you a Saw fan?
Somewhat. Yeah.
Yeah. Saw is it's one of those franchises that there's some really huge following still. It's amazing, and I had a small role in that, but luckily I didn't die, so you never know. They could always bring it back at some point if they do a reboot. But yeah, that was also very cool. I got to meet Jigsaw, the puppet, and the man. So it was cool, and work with some friends of mine, Betsy Russell and people like that. So it was a really nice time, and like I said, it's great to be part of such a cool franchise.
Now after that, you were in the movie Play for Keeps, which was a comedy romance short, and
yes.
No, that was with Uma Thurman, Jessica Biel, Catherine Zeta-Jones. What was it like working with them?
Oh, great! I mean, all top notch actors. I spent most of my scenes. I got to work with Gerard Butler and Dennis Quaid, which were both great guys, very cool guys. And Dennis Quaid, I'd watched since I was a kid, so that was exciting. But no, it was wonderful. It's like a Gabriel Machino film, and he did Pursuit of Happiness and some other really great films. He's an interesting director, so that was an honor again to work with all of those people. I mean, just great actors.
Okay. Then you appeared in Straight A's. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, with Anna Paquin, Ryan Felipe, and Luke Wilson.
Yeah.
Another kind of a rom-com, romantic comedy. Very cute film. My part wasn't such a big part, but it was a nice little part with Luke, and so, I got to meet Luke Wilson and see how he works. Also, very cool. I just like watching people's process. When I'm on set, I kind of see everybody comes at it from a different angle. So it's always nice to work with people if you enjoy their work and see how they actually do the process when you're working with them.
And you worked in a film called Spiders. I heard that's really good.
Yes, yeah. If you like creature films, it's definitely for you. I mean, it's giant spiders and wreaking havoc on the city.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. We shot that one in Bulgaria, and it's always nice to do films over there. But yeah, that's a nice one for those who aren't too arachnophobic.
Yeah, who doesn't have a fear of spiders, right?
Yeah, especially giant ones like that. I don't think anybody wants that.
All right, and then you were in Blunt Force Trauma.
Yes.
With Mickey Rourke. What was that movie like? How was that?
Amazing! I got to go to Colombia, work with Mickey Ryan Quanten from True Blood. You probably remember him as Jason Stackhouse.
Yeah.
Yep, and Frida Pinto from Slumdog Millionaire and Immortals and Planet of the Apes, and Frida's great. I mean, both really, I got to work mainly with Ryan and Frida, and they're both really lovely people and very, gracious, and It's a nice film. It's a nice indie dark. I want to say action drama. It's got a little romance in there about the legal gunslingers in Colombia. So it's on Prime right now. It's on Amazon Prime.
Okay. Now you were in Strangers in Book with our friend Kristen West and Vida Gaffari.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, and we're excited about that one because we just we got word a little while ago. I don't know if you know this. We got accepted into the Cannes Film Festival in the short film competition. So we're going to be taking the film to Cannes this year, which is awesome. I'm so happy about that.
That is pretty cool. What was your role in this film?
Well, I play Bettina, and I am a call girl of sorts, a world-weary call girl.
Okay.
Kind of a throwback to a 50s Italian movie star. They kind of had her styled as, or modeled after. And it's a very, I'm very proud of the film. Obviously, we did it on a limited budget, but what we put together, it came out really well. And it's got a very, film noir type of, edginess, yet it's got a cool soundtrack. And so I'm very pleased with that one, and I'm very excited. I'll be going to Cannes with that too this year. So it's going to be fun, really fun year.
You want to talk about Lava Lantula? Is that what it's called?
Lava Lantula, yeah. Yes. Well, the first one debuted last summer, and I was in that one. I played a TMZ type of reporter. I don't know if you've seen Lava Lantulas, but it's kind of tongue-in-cheek humor mixed with creature films with the cast of Police Academy. So you've got Steve Guttenberg, Leslie Easterbrook, and Marion Davies, and you've got a few people like that. It's pretty cool. It's funny, slapstick, but it's also spiders destroying Los Angeles. So yeah, more spiders. And this is the second one is coming out on the Sci-Fi Channel this summer. So I believe they're going to play it around the 4th of July usually. So I make another appearance in this one again, reprising my role slightly differently, but this should be a lot of fun.
No, we want to talk about any other productions you've done or anything you're working on, anything coming up?
Yes, I just wrapped a film called Mind Blown, which I'm really excited about with the director Christian Sesma, and he did another film that is going to be on HBO called Vigilante Diaries. So it's the same director. And we just did this. It's based on telekinetics, like the government turning telekinetics and people which are gifted with moving matter and elements into a secret weapons program. So it's kind of got an espionage feel, but also with kind of an X-Men meets Chronicle. So we all have superpowers. Yeah. It's kind of neat. It's really, I'm very excited about it because the director is wonderful to work with, wonderful cast and crew, and it's going to be a really fun, kind of edge of your seat film. So be on the lookout for that, for sure. That's
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now you're a musician too, aren't you?
Yes, I am. In fact, I am right now editing a music video and post on that. That's kind of turned into a music video / PSA to raise awareness about poaching. I have also a foundation that I started last year for artists to kind of band together and stop this crisis that we're having with the poaching. Whether it's exotic cats or rhinos or elephants, all of these endangered species. It's called Defending the Endangered. And I'm kind of mirroring that right now with my music because I'm working on the 4th album right now as we speak. But the video that I'm going to be putting out under my band's name, Auradrone, is geared toward helping with this crisis. So it's music and it's art, but it's also with a humanitarian bent. So it's kind of a blend, which is exciting.
Yeah, you got a YouTube channel with some of the stuff posted on it.
Yeah. If you can check out my YouTube channel, it's youtube.com/MZZJON, Ms. John.
I was going through it. I subscribed to you.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Exactly. So we have got a few videos up there, but Auradrone, I've been doing music for a long time. That's pretty much, since I was a kid as well, and produced my own albums. And we played some festivals through Europe and places like that. So now I'm just getting ready to reboot that some more. I kind of go back and forth between doing films and doing music as time permits.
Okay. Now, anybody listening, if you have any questions or comments for John, there's right down at the bottom. Look for comments. Text in your comments, and if you have any questions or comments for Joan. I'm pretty sure she'll answer them for you. Now, how did your music career get started?
Let's see. Well, I pretty much started in bands when I want to say 15 as a backup singer, and then I'm self-taught for the most part, guitar player, singing. I did a lot of training with, so kind of formed naturally. I started, came out in LA after finishing in New York, and I formed my band, the first band I had here. And then I had a few bands after that, and then Auradrone was started in, I want to say 2007, when I started creating that as an idea of a collaboration of having, me being the center focal point, kind of like Trent Reznor is with Nine Inch Nails, but bringing in other musicians for different songs, different albums, and kind of keeping that flow going. So it's worked out pretty well so far. I've got an opportunity to work with some really talented people, and always meeting new ones. So it's exciting. But yeah, it's still self-produced, and this year should be seeing more music from Auradrone because I haven't released an album in a couple years, so it's time.
Okay. Now you've had you had 3 albums that were released since 2009. Now you're going to be releasing a 4th one this year, aren't you?
Yes. Yep. Exactly. That's what I'm currently working on right now. We've got a few songs so far, and finishing up the rest. So hopefully by the end of the year there will be a brand new album out.
And you performed around the world at festivals, including Exit Fest.
Yes, Exit Fest. Yeah, that was great. We played with some amazing bands, Nick Cave, Underworld. Oh my gosh, it was so many. I'm trying to remember now off the top of my head, but literally it was like a festival of bands, and it was 3 days. And Jamiroquai, it was just a really cool festival. It takes place in Serbia, and it's in old ruins. So it's kind of like their version of Coachella. If people are familiar with Coachella here in the States, which is coming up in California. Right. It's an outdoor festival. It lasts 3 days, and all kinds of bands, and it was great. It was really great. We played with some really nice musicians.
Okay. Now, as far as acting, is there any actress that you aspire to?
As far as people that I look to,
you look up to, yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. I'd say definitely up there would be my tops are Julianne Moore, and I love Charlize Theron, and God, I mean everybody loves Meryl Streep. So I'd say, but Julianne Moore and Charlize I think those are my 2 top favorites. Right, Kate Blanchett. Women like that are absolutely chameleons, and just beautiful women, but they can morph, and they're different with every role, and they're fearless, and all the things I look to be as an actor, as an artist. But those are probably my top 3 women.
Who's your favorite actor you've worked with so far?
My favorite actor that I worked with so far. Well, I gotta say, I had a wonderful experience working with Will Smith when I didn't get to act on set with him, but we went into studio and did voiceover for After Earth. I got to do a scene with Will, and he's just charming and gracious and everything you expect Will Smith to be. He's awesome. So that was a really fun experience, and got to go and see his place and check out his studio, and that was awesome. That was really exciting.
Now, could you have seen from a very young age doing this well?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I think it's always been something I saw myself. I never had a doubt that this was kind of where my path was going to lead. It's always been something I loved and was passionate about. So I mean the sky and beyond is the limit. To me, I just want to keep working with better caliber actors, better caliber directors, better caliber everything, material. That's my challenge. I always like to push the bar, so more challenging roles. So that's always my challenge to try to keep growing from that, is making it more so, as I think every great artist does. You always want to try to be better the next time.
Okay. Now, what would your advice be to anybody that wants to become an actress or actor? Like all the work you've done.
Okay. Well, as my advice would go, I would just tell, if this is really, you've got to really want this. I know it's cliche, but you've got to really love it so much that you can take the rejection, and you can take all of the weird, kind of things that are out of your control as a performer, and just focus on the work and you, and making you what's unique about you, bring out your own uniqueness. I think that's the best thing that any actor can do, is not try to follow anybody else. You can have influences, but really finding what's different about you and going with that. And that would be my advice. And just, really having a spiritual grounding too, because it's it's a business where people can get confused and tossed about sometimes if you're not having that stability in yourself, like knowing who you are. I think that's really key.
Okay. Now, what are links where anybody could look you up?
Sorry, what was that?
Any links where anybody could look you up?
Oh, of course. They can go to my Twitter, which is under Auradrone, my band Auradrone. Also, there's a Facebook page for Auradrone. And, like I mentioned before, the YouTube channel, which is Ms. Jon, MZZJON. Or you can just type in Auradrone on YouTube. So music-wise, we're on iTunes, we're on YouTube, we're on CD Baby, all that sort of thing. As far as me as an actress, you can probably, you can check out my work on my Facebook page and my IMDb. My Facebook page is facebook.com/real Jon Mack, RealJonMack. And if they're interested in checking out Defending the Endangered, which is my movement to help the endangered species, that is also a Facebook page called Defending the Endangered. And we'll be having we're going to be organizing a fundraiser this year for that, as soon as the video's done. So there's a lot coming up. I'll be announcing things on that page. But Defending the Endangered is the name of the movement.
And that's to raise awareness about poaching and trophy hunting.
Yes, exactly.
And like I said, you're in a production with a PSA video, which is going to bring attention to the plight of all rare species all over the world.
Yes.
How many animals are abused or taken advantage of?
Yeah, it's tipping the scales in a really bad way, where in 10 years we might not have any elephants left, or animals that we take for granted. Our future generations might not have that that luxury of having them, because it's becoming really bad now with the poaching. So we're just trying to help the rangers out there, raise money maybe to help them out. They need equipment, they need technology, all that sort of thing to help fight this, because it's not getting better. So so if anybody wants to help out, we're always looking to join forces with people that are interested.
You want to say hello, give a shout out to anybody?
Let's see. Who I want to give a shout out to everybody. I would say hello to all my fans out there who've always been up supporting me throughout the years. I love you guys, and I really appreciate you. And hello to all the new fans out there who might not know who I am, but maybe after today they'll check out some of the stuff we're doing. It's like I said, it's pretty diverse, but it's exciting, and I'm just grateful to everybody out there who's been a support. It's being an independent artist is tricky sometimes, but without the fans, you really have nothing. So I always want to say thank you to them.
Okay. Well, Jon, I really appreciate you being on with me this afternoon.
Oh, my pleasure.
Pleasure to talk to you. And
thank
you. Anything else that you may be working on in the near future, be glad to have you on again,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's I'm putting together some films right now, which, as a producer and an actress. So, hopefully in the next few months we'll have some more to talk about very soon.
No, so some of the films you've been in so far,
yes.
Which is your all-time favorite you worked on so far?
Oh, I want to just say I'm very excited about the one I just completed, which is Mind Blown, because my character is so much fun, and I get to do a lot of cool, fun stuff in it. And it's the first time I get to play a superhero, so I'm excited.
Superhero, really?
Yeah, kind of a superhero, in a sense. I think it's really fun. It's probably every kid's dream to grow up and play a superhero. So I'm excited about that one.
Yep, I don't know how many times I put the mom's bath towel on and jumping off the bed and stuff.
Exactly.
How many of us did that, right? So anyway. Again, it's been a pleasure to talk to you. It's been a pleasure to have you on, and you have my support with everything you do. And again, thank you for being with me this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. My pleasure. And again, it was great meeting you, and hopefully, get to meet more of your listeners. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you. All right, Jon Mack, actor, director, and composer. This is Dan Lupinski, host of the Dan Lupinski Internet Radio Show. I'd like to show you this picture that Kristen West sent me. Can they see this?
Sure.
It says, "Dear Dan, thank you for all your support, Kristen West." Then she gave me a thank you card. It says, "Thank you so much for all your support. Always awesome to be on your show, and that enclosed also is she sent a copy of the movie, the screener copy. That's pretty cool. That's really nice of her. So thank you, Kristen. Very much appreciated. And thank you all for joining me this afternoon. And remember this: no act of kindness, no matter how small, is never wasted. Sunday we'll be back here with Mark Knapp, Regatta Mandata. So be here on Sunday. And until then, take care of yourself. Let at least one person know you love them. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.